Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today. I'm Chris Taylor. U.S. President Donald Trump says the United States cannot allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons, defending recent strikes and stating he would take the same decision again if required. Speaking at a rally in Florida, Trump said he had expected a stronger negative reaction from global markets, including sharp declines in stocks and a surge in oil prices, but noted that markets remained relatively stable. He also vowed to secure what he called a proper deal with Iran, adding that fuel prices could fall once oil tankers are released from the Strait of Hormuz. Trump accused Iran of using the strategic route to pressure the United States. In another development, Donald Trump says hostilities between the United States and Iran have now terminated following a ceasefire ordered on April 7th this year, with no exchange of fire reported since then. In a letter to U.S. lawmakers, including House Speaker Mike Johnson, Trump confirmed the ceasefire had been extended, formally ending tensions that began in late February. However, he expressed dissatisfaction over Iran's latest proposal, saying negotiations are still ongoing. Trump also acknowledged Pakistan's role, expressing respect for Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Asim Munir, and noted that Islamabad continues to assist in the negotiation process. Meanwhile, Iran has delivered a fresh proposal for talks with the United States to Pakistani mediators, according to Iranian state media, as diplomatic efforts continue to ease tensions. President Masoud Pezeshkian says Iran has shown restraint and remains open to reconciliation, but warned that actions taken under a naval blockade amount to continued aggression. At the same time, Chief Justice Gholam Hossein Mohseni Ejei rejected negotiations under pressure, while Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Bagay described U.S. actions as unprovoked aggression. President Trump, however, says he remains unsatisfied with Tehran's latest proposal. Iran has also announced new regulations for its maritime zones near the Strait of Hormuz and the Arabian Sea. A naval commander of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy said the measures are aimed at turning the region into a hub of security and prosperity, with stricter monitoring and control of Iranian coastal waters. Meanwhile, the U.S. Treasury Department warned of severe sanctions on shipping companies paying fees to Iran for crossing the Strait of Hormuz. Washington also cautioned against donations to groups such as the Iranian Red Crescent Society. China has also weighed in on the situation. China's ambassador to the United Nations, Fu Kong, says it is crucial that the ceasefire in the U.S.-Israel war on Iran remains in place. Speaking to reporters, he said the Strait of Hormuz must be reopened as soon as possible, calling for Iran to lift restrictions and for the United States to end its naval blockade. Fu Kong urged good faith negotiations, warned against renewed fighting, and rejected U.S. allegations of military cooperation between China and Iran as false. Turning to Pakistan, President Asif Ali Zardari has returned home after completing a 5-day official visit to China. Pakistan and China signed multiple agreements and memorandums of understanding during the visit in the fields of construction machinery, health, and medical technology. President Zardari also attended the signing ceremonies, while a documentary marking 75 years of Pak-China friendship was screened. Officials say the agreements aim to promote trilateral cooperation and boost the supply of construction machinery under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor framework. For more on this, we go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William. Sarah, what is the significance of this visit?
Thank you, Chris. Officials here say President Zardari's visit reflects the continued strategic depth of Pakistan-China relations at a time of regional uncertainty. The agreements signed are being viewed as practical steps to strengthen industrial cooperation and improve medical and technological partnerships. Government sources also highlight the focus on CPEC-linked development, especially in construction machinery and infrastructure support. Analysts believe the visit sends a strong message of economic confidence and long-term bilateral commitment between the two countries.
Thank you, Sarah William in Islamabad. And finally, Sindh Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah has met Denmark's ambassador, Maja Dirs, to discuss strengthening bilateral ties between Sindh and Denmark. The Chief Minister briefed the ambassador on investment opportunities in Sindh, particularly in clean energy, environmental protection, and wind energy projects along the province's wind corridor. Discussions also covered the development of Khedi Bandar, which Murad Ali Shah described as a historically significant area with the potential to become a modern port and a future economic hub. Officials say stronger international cooperation in these sectors could help boost sustainable development and long-term economic growth in the province. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.